You know that awkward moment when someone's waving at you and you don't know them, but you're like, well, I gotta do something. So you wave back and then you look behind you and the person behind you is like, hey! That's a little weird, if you know what I mean. Hey guys, it's summer! Woo! Doesn't feel like summer here, but it's getting there. Let's be honest, we just almost hit 50 degrees the other day. But don't worry, there was still a very strong cold wind, so it didn't feel too warm. So, because it's summer out, we should do a fun summery look. I would like to do a summer wave. It expands the hair more than a curl because you're doing more of an S wave than a circular wave. And most people would think a curl is a curl. What's the difference? Well, there is a difference. This look can be done on any length of hair, but it looks the best when you have a little bit more length. So, you know, mine's pretty long, but even if your hair was in here, it would still work pretty well. It just kind of gives you a lot of fullness. So those people who have like finer, shorter hair who feel like they don't have very much hair, this is actually a great look for you. It adds volume, it adds texture to your hair, so it makes you feel like you got a lot going on upstairs, if you know what I mean. There are a few things you will need in order to accomplish this look. You will need
a trusty flat iron. I love my GHD iron because it is amazing. Get a good hairspray for setting your curls. I love to use Oribe's Superfine. There's another spray from Oribe called Dry that adds texture to your hair, and it's awesome for once you have curls in, just kind of giving it a little grip. You'll also need some sort of paste or clay to kind of give a little bit of texture to the curls.
And flexible wrists. That's right, because this requires a lot of bending. So if you got carpal tunnel, skip to the next video.
So before you do any curling, spray your hair all over. You want to really get a lot of spray on that hair so that when you go through and curl it, it sets the curl. So this is basically how you do a summer wave. You're basically just rocking that iron on its edges and then pulling it down, rocking it to the other side and pulling it down. So we're going to do a close-up look. So we're turning it on its side, pulling it a little bit, turn it on its side, pull it down a little bit. Then we're going to turn it on its other side, pull it down a little bit, turn it on its other side, pull it down a bit. So it's pretty simple, and if you think about it, it makes sense how you're doing it. You're kind of just kinking that hair, and you need to go pretty slow, and you don't want to pull too much at a time because then you'll have too long of a wave. If you want it to be really kinky, you need to go a little slower. So we're just going to take sections all over our head and do the summer wave in alternating directions so the curls are not going all the same way. Then once you get done curling all of your hair, go ahead and take the dry texturizing spray from Oribe or some other texturizing spray and just spray it throughout your hair. This is basically just going to give your hair some texture so it's not so soft. Another way of doing this is taking a paste and rubbing it through your fingers. You can put some in the roots of your hair. I like to slide it on my bangs so they stay in place. And then just kind of shuffle it, squeeze it, pinch it, scrunch it, I don't know, clench it. Just put some in your hair. It just basically helps give it that beachy look.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked this tutorial. If you did, subscribe below. Say subscribe. Good enough. We'll see you later. Peace. Can you say, I'm a naughty boy?